my dear friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Barbara, and today we're going to be looking at Mercury in the 8th house. So this video is for you if you do have this placement. If you're a cross watcher, welcome as well. Mercury is all about our communication. It's all about how we think, our intellect, and it's how we communicate our thoughts. The 8th house is ruled by the sign of Scorpio, so it deals with all Scorpio-like things: sex, death, rebirth, joint finances, taxes, the occult, astrology, hidden things, things that are beneath the surface, things that are taboo to talk about. You guys are going to be taking those things and bringing them to the surface when you do have this Mercury in the 8th house. I find personally Mercury and Scorpio to be the most intelligent out of all the Mercury signs. That's just my opinion, because they are able to get into your head. They're able to figure out what's going on, okay? So similarly, Mercury in the 8th house is going to operate like this because it does take on the Scorpio-like qualities. Now, a lot of you guys can be very much either claircognizant, so you guys think about something so much. Why did he say it like that? Why did she do it like that? Why did he look at her when she said that? Like, whatever, right? Like, you guys are gonna be thinking about this. Why did she not say that? Why did she say that word instead of that word? This is Mercury in the 8th house. It's constantly thinking, analyzing, looking at everything, and then you guys get your idea, you get your answer, you get your download, because you're focusing your energy on this. This is why this particular house is going to be extremely psychic, incredibly gifted. Now, you guys are also probably going to be mediums as well. This could be something you guys uncover later on in life. But again, it's very much feeling based. When you have Mercury in a water house, it's all about the feelings. It's all about the intuition. It's all about feeling into something. Why did they say it like that? I know that person's lying. I know that person's not being authentic. I know this isn't a good opportunity for me because there's something they're not saying, maybe in the contract or whatever it is. That's really going to be Mercury in the 8th house. Now, keep in mind, Mercury is ruled by Gemini and Virgo, so it's all about the analytics. It's how you think. You guys can go into super deep analysis when you do have this placement. You guys are going to be the types of people, you guys don't want to waste time talking to people about like, oh, what's the weather like today? Oh yeah, this weekend I went to this resort, whatever it is, right? You guys are going to be like, okay, but what'd you guys do there? Okay, but why did you go with this person? Like, these types of things, you guys are going to analyze every single thing. You guys are always going to be listening. I find that Mercury in the 8th house, because it is ruled by Scorpio, they're very good listeners, because first of all, they are always going to be watching out what they are going to say, because they're hyper aware of this. There's an energy of that, you know? You guys are hyper aware of everything around you. And because of this, you guys are going to be very careful with what you guys say. You guys are going to be very much ahead in terms of your thinking. Always 10 steps ahead, you know? Always 10 steps ahead, even in a conversation. You know what the person's going to say next. You guys are already thinking, okay, if they say this, I'm going to say this. Without even realizing, you know, it's not like you guys are wasting mental energy on this. You guys are just like this. This is really what happens when you have Mercury in that 8th house. Highly intelligent, can quickly fall into the shadow. You guys are going to be masters of manipulation, because ultimately at the end of the day, Scorpio wants power and control. That's the whole thing to understand here. And it's like, you know, one of the biggest lessons to learn on this earth plane is that nothing is really in our control. So you guys are constantly struggling with this push-pull energy within you, where it's like you guys are 10 steps ahead because you want to be in control. This is really what's going on here when you have Mercury in that 8th house. But that's the thing, you guys are always going to be pulling things out. You guys are going to want to know people's traumas, you know, why are they acting like that? Natural psychologists. You guys are always going to be talking about things that are taboo. You're going to be bringing shadows to the surface. That's really what's going on here. But highly psychic, highly intuitive, highly intelligent place to have Mercury in. Just be careful not to fall into the shadow of overthinking, because Scorpio can really, like, when Scorpio picks something and they're like, you know, why did this happen? They're going to focus all of their energy on it. And this is really what psychic work is. It's focused energy. That's the most important thing to understand. So because Scorpio focuses so much on something, why did it happen like that? Why didn't I get this job? Why did, you know, whatever happened, right? You guys are focused, and you're thinking about it, and boom, there comes the answer. You know, and this is the same thing. If you guys find an area to focus on, like, I don't know, maybe you guys are looking for like a mysterious fossil or whatever it is, right? You guys are looking for something that's hidden. You guys are going to be very good at uncovering that, figuring out where it came from, these types of things. It really depends on the rest of your natal chart, like what area you're going to be most interested in, maybe your career and all these types of things, but you're always going to have this mind, you know, even if you're not interested in talking about taboo topics, it'll come up in your work. You guys are going to be very good at problem solving. Let's say like there's an issue, maybe you guys work in tech and there's an issue with the computer or whatever it is, and you guys are like trying to figure it out, like what's the issue, boom, the download comes through. You guys just get like the claircognizance. You guys just know, you know what I mean? You guys know what button to click and like figure it out. So it's things like this. It's focused energy. So that's important to understand. Like, psychic energy isn't just sitting here and channeling and doing readings for people. It can be things like this in your everyday, in your day-to-day. And you guys are basically equipped with this gift of crown chakra, right? Open crown chakra when you have Mercury in the 8th, where it's like you just get information because you guys become super obsessive about these types of things. Now, You guys can be very, very good private investigators. I'm sure, you know, a lot of you guys may have had your friends message you and be like, what's this guy doing, or his ex-girlfriend, or whatever it is, right? You guys are gonna find the whole family tree, where they originated from, and somehow you guys are gonna know everything about a person, because it's like, it's focused energy. So you guys focus on this person, maybe you guys are lurking them online or whatever, and it's like, you guys start putting all these pieces together, you know, just from like the information that's even available to you. And again, it's that focused energy. Very, very good private investigators. You guys might even be interested in doing this as a career, you know, working in these types of fields, maybe even being a detective, just really, really getting to the bottom of things, figuring things out. True crime could be something that you guys are interested in as well, like uncovering, again, you know, mysterious things, maybe mysterious deaths. What happened to that person? Where did they go? You guys could be the type of person that's like, let me go visit that place and see the energy there to see what could have happened with this person. You guys are gonna be highly, highly intelligent, highly emotionally intelligent as well. That's the thing. And it's like, there's something with the scorpionic energy, the 8th house, where it's like, it kind of feels like sometimes they're acting, you know what I mean? Because they're so hyper aware, because they're aware. It's like, I don't know how to explain it to you guys. It's natural. Like they're able to hide things very well, even in terms of themselves. But it's like, they're able to be like, okay, I need to react like this in this situation, you know? And they're able to portray that on themselves. It's really, really interesting. It's so covert. Maybe some of you guys do that. Maybe some of you guys are going to catch my drift with what I mean by that, but that's really what it is. It's like, they're just so ahead in their thinking that it's like, even the way that they behave, it's like, it comes through as natural because other people aren't that aware, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's because of the fact that their mind is, again, very much ahead, a million miles a minute. It really depends what sign you have your Mercury in. Unless you have it in an earth sign, it's going to really ground this energy for you. So it might not go into like the hyper obsessive thinking and like the hyper obsessive information that's like irrelevant for you. Let's say you have Mercury in Capricorn. It's like, I'm obsessed about my goal. That's all I can think about. You know, how can I get there? How did these people get there? You guys might like analyze people to figure out how did they get to that position? Like these types of things. When you have Mercury, let's say in Capricorn, but you know, if you have double of this energy, Mercury in like a water sign, is just going to be like, you guys are just going to be like very psychic, very intuitive. You guys could even be interested in things like art. Actually, if you have Mercury in the 8th house, it could be a little bit more covert because you guys are expressing the water energy. That's the thing, in a creative way. That's psychic energy. Psychic energy can also be creative energy. So you guys are probably going to be very good at manifesting. Also important to throw in there because again, you guys are so focused. So if you guys do have this energy in your natal chart, what I will say to you guys is like, don't focus on negative things and like irrelevant information. Find a way to take that scorpionic energy and focus it on something positive, like a goal that you guys have or something you guys want to manifest. You guys are going to be very, very good at manifesting whatever it is you guys are trying to bring through because you guys are focusing all your energy on something. And it's important to understand this is what manifestation is. It's your full focus, your full energy focus on something. And that's really what happens. And it's like, there's no way for it not to come through, especially if you're like working at it. You have to work hard when you do have a manifestation you want to come through. It's not something that you can just think about. You guys have to put action along with that. But that's the thing. So, you know, if you guys do have this energy, a good way to direct the energy is to find something you guys want to manifest, because it's like you're thinking about things in a positive sense, not like irrelevant information. Anyways, my dear friends, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I hope you guys did enjoy my video. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of the day.